Good afternoon, my name is David Fries. I'm the Channel Partner Account Manager for Automotive. Thank you for coming today, and thank you to Bresimar for allowing us to present in this wonderful booth. I wanted to talk to you this afternoon a little bit about autonomous mobile robots and their future in industry. We are facing unprecedented times with COVID, with supply chain shortages. We're seeing increased costs, limited supplies, and labor shortages, not only in the market in Portugal, but also in Europe, North America, and worldwide. So we're seeing a very large shift to automation. It's moving from a nice to have to a strategic play for our customers. When we look at material handling, it really hasn't changed in the last 30 years. We have people moving parts, we have manual pallet jacks, forklifts, we have conveyors, cranes, and AGVs. But we want to change that. So when we look at this picture on the screen, we see many robotic cells, and when we look around the show, we also see many robotic cells here. But what's missing in this is the ability to connect those islands of automation, missing the ability to connect that material movement within your facility. So, with that said, Meet Auto. We are in 100 plus sites globally. We have 12 years of material handling experience, and our target is to be 10% the cost of a full-time employee. We're quickly becoming one of the largest indoor logistics operators in the world. Our robots have over 4 million production hours in mission-critical operations in manufacturing facilities in the world. Our deliveries, we have 400,000 deliveries completed every month. This means we're moving material from one point to another within your facility, within our partners' facilities, within our customers' facilities, and we're doing that 400,000 times each month. 70% of our autos are within Fortune 500 companies, so we learn how to scale, grow with our customers, and are able to implement large autonomous mobile robot deployments within our customers' facilities. And something that we're very proud of is zero safety incidents. We'll talk about that a little more, but our robots, our AMRs, have been designed to be safe around people. So what makes auto different? We don't need a physical infrastructure. It means we don't need tags, we don't need tape on the floor. What we need is a good solid Wi-Fi, and we can move around the facility as you're seeing today with our auto moving around the show. We have intuitive experience with our software, so our software tools are simple to use and they're scalable. They integrate with existing systems. We'll speak about that more in another couple slides, but they do integrate with WES and WMS systems as well as MES systems within our customers' facilities. We have the heaviest payload in the industry with 1,900 kilograms. We have a dedicated tech support team. Now this is very important to us at Automotive because it highlights our ability to train our integrators, train our customers, as well as give them a vast knowledge base of information that they have at their fingertips so they can learn the auto systems, the robot systems, as well as the auto employees do. And we have data analysis and insight. So what this allows us to have data metrics available that we can analyze and look at, and process engineers can analyze that information on the factory floor in real time and make adjustments to their workflows as required. We also have trigger-based smart notifications, which can be set up via email, SMS, or Slack, which allows you to see a robot in a e-stop condition or a blocked condition. You will get a notification. You're able to go out and resolve the problem that the robot's having. We are CE rated for Europe. We have 3 robots currently in our portfolio: the Auto 100, which is here today moving carts around the facility, the Auto 750 for 750 kilogram payloads, and our Auto 1500. I like to think of our Auto 1500 as the forklift and the driver. So when it's taking a load of material from one place to another, it's dropping it off, it's doing that as the forklift and as the driver. We have transport options to fit the needs of our customers. We can direct load onto our robots. We have a lift. We're able to lift material up and move it around a facility, as well as a conveyor where we can either have inbound or outbound material as we mate with a conveyor within a factory. Some examples of some custom attachments for our Auto 100 robots. We'll go from left to right. So on the left, you can see a dual level conveyor. So the product is able to move in or off of the robot on the 2 separate levels. We have a more complex application where an auto connects to a robot controller. That robot is then able to machine tend CNC machines and move parts in and out of those machines. And then we go from that really complex aspect of auto motors and our Auto 100 custom attachments to more basic ones. We can pile totes on top of a red cart that you see here today and move material around a facility. And we just have the ability to make some racking for operators to put parts on or remove parts as needed, depending on where they are in the process and where they are in the facility. Safety. So safety is designed into the Auto AMRs. It is part of our initial thought and is part of our strategy for our customers to be safe and be able to operate around the robots. When we look around today, the auto is moving up and down aisles, and we can see that people are interacting with it, stepping in front of it, and there's no problem. The people are safe. When we look at the videos on the screen, we're seeing that the autos are communicating with each other in real time, understanding where they are in space, understanding where their obstacles are, and then they're able to decide the best path around the obstacle and navigate around the obstacle. Traffic rules. So just like when you left your house this morning, you have to follow the rules of the road. So do the AMRs. So we have zones that are laid down within our software to allow us to have speed limits, do not enter zones, proceed with caution, intersections, one-way zones, narrow corridor. Narrow corridor is if you have a very tight area, the robot will shrink its safety fields down and drive very slowly through that area. And we have many more ways to configure the robots. Those are just a few examples of things that you can also see on the screen and through that video. Our Fleet Manager, we could talk a lot about Auto Fleet Manager. We could spend a whole presentation on Auto Fleet Manager, but just to touch on a few key points of it. We're able to integrate with MES and WS systems. We do that through a fully documented API, and we're also able to talk to at the PLC level, at the I/O level, on the factory floor, and we do that through Ignition OPC EUA module, which allows us to speak Ethernet IP, Modbus, etc. Those types of factory protocols, and we're able to scale. Our Fleet Manager is able to scale with our customers. We can do as easily as we can manage one robot within your facility, we can manage hundreds. So now I'd like to play 2 videos. They're very short, but they will give you an Auto 100 application and an Auto 1500 application and show you where they are operating, how they're operating in our customers' facilities.
We have 8 Auto 100s with brake carts. We will be receiving 4 more in the future. It's happened 1 or 2 times here at Bresimar where the auto has accidentally been hit by a tugger or a high-low. The autos are so robust that if it does take a hit from a high-low or a tugger, it is quick to reroute and complete the mission.
One of the basic problems we're trying to solve is The material movement between the work cell and the warehouse, the autos fit exactly what we needed to do, where it can pick its new path, where it doesn't need a magnetic strip.
I was in charge of bringing autos into the plant. I spent countless hours looking for someone to meet the footprint required by our corporate personnel. And auto stood out. Overall, it just needed to be a self-sufficient system. Auto allows us to reduce our tugger drivers and high-load drivers, utilizing the manpower in a much more efficient way.
So the roles the autos play is the operator, once they are done stacking their totes, they turn around, call the auto with the tablet. The auto will then deliver the parts from Tech Bay over to our shipping warehouse, and it'll drop off a gray cart and pick up an empty gray cart, and then bring it back up here to Tech Bay.
The autos have safety features that allow the autos to coexist with both a tugger, an operator, people crossing its path. We've been running the autos for about a year and a half. We had 0 safety incidents.
We have a pretty big facility, so I can't visually see all 8 autos at all times. In Fleet Manager, I'm able to see where the auto is, how long it's taking, but also things change in our plant all the time. I'm able to assist with remapping certain areas, put in an eraser zone, put in another zone, put in new routes.
We wanted something that was totally flexible, and auto gave us that ability. In fact, we moved a couple of cells in the plant a couple weeks ago. Within 45 minutes, we had a new parking lot, a new route for the autos. We've run over 15,000 miles with the auto fleet for the last year. And they operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they don't take breaks, nor do they show up late for work or get sick. We've only had very few downtime issues with the auto fleet itself. Our return on investment for the autos is about 11 months.
We can utilize our workforce in a much more efficient way. The operators absolutely like the autos. Hands down, they actually prefer autos to the old delivery way. It's really a no-brainer. We are expanding the fleet due to being noticed.
So some key points there. Those autos in the last year have run over 25,000 kilometers. So you can see that the wear is showing on them. They've been run into by forklifts, etc., but they still keep running. One more quick video for you, which is another customer we have, Danfoss. So I'd like to play this video and show our Auto 1500 capability with a conveyor on top of it.
And then we have 2 Auto 1500s that are able to pick up 6 paint carriers from the paint line, deliver them to the assembly line that needs it, pick up 6 finished goods, and return them to the centralized paint system. We chose Auto because of the suite of safety features that they offer, audio and visual signals, able to stop at stop signs. Once we got to see their Fleet Manager software, it was apparent that their software is head and shoulders above the competition. It's easy to use, it's flexible, it's scalable. We can make the robots function just like our forklift operators would in under 5 minutes. They never call in sick, and they do the job day in, day out.
I've had a great experience with the auto service team. They're quick to answer questions and help out and reach out any way that they can. And they also have great documentation online. It could take me 3 days to install a conveyor and power and wire it over to a new assembly line when I can program the autos by myself without other assistance to pick up and take units in a matter of hours.
By implementing an auto solution, we're able to avoid the equivalent of 4.5 material handler equivalents with a payback period of just about 2 years.
We believed Auto really brought to us the most reliable performance that we could see in the market. Today,
so there we can see that the ROI for Auto is very aggressive. We're able to provide an attractive ROI for our customers so that they're able to have a solid payback period to be able on their investment, excuse me. So our goal at Auto is to reduce costs, to amplify your workforce, to optimize production, and to improve your safety within your facility. So we're ready when you are. Thank you very much for your time.